you know what? I feel the need for beads. Welcome to Bill Making Stuff episode 9. You know, can't believe it's 9 episodes already. I can actually believe it. I sit in a cupboard filming myself. Due to popular demand and the request of my patrons, I'm going to be making another one of these little guys. Do you remember this guy? There's a video here. He's a 28mm miniature made out of beads and junky bits of plastic. I'm going to make another one. If you would like to decide on future builds, please join Patreon. Otherwise, shut up. I'm only joking. And here is the build. I hope you enjoy. So if you haven't got a bits box by now, get a box and fill it with bits. You know, any bits will do. This build will require bits. So when I start the build, I always get my little bits out and I start dry building. That's where I start putting bits together without sticking them. So when I choose the body of my miniature, I always tend to use a wooden bead. You know, wooden bead, you can saw it, you can sand it, and you can drill holes into it, so it's a good base. So I found these little bits of plastic in my bits box, and the only problem with making a build from my bits box is I probably couldn't tell you where most of these little plastic bits came from or where you can get them, but you can just find something like it. So these are some bits left over from the spray bottle challenge last week. You can go back on my channel and watch the video, although I wouldn't bother. I didn't win. This is from a super glue bottle, and I figured I'd make one of those crescent moon things that you get on the back of samurais. Yeah, I'm making a samurai belt, by the way. So I want to make fully articulated arms and legs. So make sure there is, you drill holes for the arms or cut a little line to connect the legs. It needs a lot of purchase so it doesn't break easily. So one of my favourite scratch building discoveries are cotton buds. They're tiny little thin styrene tubes if you cut them, and you can use them for legs and arms and all sorts. So we're going to make the arms the exact same way we made the legs, because as we all know, arms are just legs with hands at the end. So I've had a lot of people ask me how to do things, like how do you stick this to this, and what do you do before you paint it, do you sand it? I'm like, I don't really know, you know, like this isn't really a how-to video, it's a how-I video, and it definitely shouldn't be a how-you video, if that makes any sense. I'm no expert at all. I'm just, you know, I see shapes, I want to put them together and I'll make something out of it. But yeah, I'm not the person to ask about technical things like, should you melt that plastic? Probably not. But that's how I do it. That's not how to do it. But hopefully you get inspiration from the videos, which is enough. I just want to give you good ideas. You can go off and maybe do it properly. I'm probably going to die young. Let's leave it at that. Anyway. So when I started making the feet for this model, I thought this is going to be really tricky, but then I remembered it's a 28mm miniature. I can stick it to a base and then stick the toes on afterwards. So as per usual with my builds, I cover any unsightly, ugly areas with bits of rhinestone stickers, beads, bits of plastic, anything that's less unsightly than the unsightly areas I'm covering. So I have a motto on this channel: hands are hard, claws are easy. And that's still true, but I want to try and make a pair of hands today. So bear with me. This is a little square of tracing paper I had sitting around. It's nice and thick and it will seal those little fingers in there. And like the legs and the arms, just thread the tiny beads on the tiny fingers. And there we have a little hand. Look at that. I'm quite happy with that. There should be a hand pun there, like give Bill a hand, or a Fonz joke. Hey! If anyone remembers who the Fonz is. So using a little piece of styrene plastic card, I'm going to use this hole punch to make little nuts and bolts I can use. And there we have some fully articulated 28mm hands. And what do we do with fully articulated 28mm hands? Well, we make giant samurai swords to go in them. No, don't like it. So using the rest of that styrene card, I've made a blade. So it's a bolt that time. Someone told me that pun in the comment section, and I'm deeply regretting it. So there you go. There's the little guy. He's a little samurai bot thing made out of beads and junk. And if you've seen previous videos, you may have seen some of the other builds I made. I've got a few of these guys now, these little robot miniatures, all 28mm. And I'm thinking I want to get myself a little warband together, you know, for Planet 28, and maybe even some other games. I have plans. Maybe in the future I may unleash these plans upon the world. Might unleash it wherever that lends, or wherever. It's going to be dripping with my plans. But yeah, honestly, I have plans for these guys, and yeah, I'll keep you posted. Same thing with the with this little the world that no one seemed to like, and my scrap shack. It's all part of one big plan. Yeah, keep you posted. Time for paint. The worst part. So I have very shaky hands when painting miniatures, like a lot of people, and I considered buying one of those handles, but then I found a deodorant bottle, a detergent lid, stuck them together with super glue and used blue tack, and there you go. So as you can see, I'm going to go a little bit more colourful than I usually do. I usually do rust, and now I can't say there won't be any rust in this paint job. There probably will be, but I'm going to try and keep some colour in there. So I used a bit of pink paint to highlight areas. It was a little bit too bold, so I used a dry brush to kind of dull it down. So I just covered my model in my homemade brown wash, which is oil paints and white spirit, and I normally dab it off with a bit of tissue and it's fine, you know, but today I thought, oh, there's a bit of cotton wool there, you know, I used that should soak it all up. So I dabbed it all over with cotton wool, and now I have strands of cotton wool in every single nook and cranny in this model. So don't use cotton wool. Do you remember what I said about the how-to and the how-I? This is definitely how I did it, and this isn't how you should do it. Just don't do it. So like the brown wash, this is my homemade black wash. It's black oil paint mixed with white spirit. Now you may be sitting there wondering, why are there so many steps in his process of painting minutes? And that's because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of learning as I go. I tend to paint my minis like I paint my terrain with layers and layers. I know it's not necessarily the right thing to do, but I'm learning. So at this stage I get out the paint pens, the pens for painters who can't paint, and start adding details. So here he is. I'm actually really happy with this one. I think it's pretty cool. He's a samurai bot. It's 28mm, and the hands are amazing. I'm actually very happy with the hands. I've never made hands like this before. And I think the paint job isn't too bad this time. You know, I think I spent a bit more time on it, and it's not too bad. Actually, you know, Looks all right. This is happy built. So a big thank you to my patrons. They decided on this build. We have a nice little community going on. If you'd like to join, please click on the link. I'm thinking of doing some exclusive videos for the patrons this month. Don't tell them. I want it to be a surprise. Cue the glamour shots. So there he is, a little samurai bite miniature. I'm really happy, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. I have a new episode coming next week, something a little bit different, maybe. But yeah, check out the links below, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.